On a sweltering summer day in June 1999, the lifeless body of Ricky McCormick was discovered in a cornfield in St. Charles County, Missouri. He was a 41-year-old man with no fixed address, known for drifting through life with little fanfare. Found over 20 miles from his home, the scene raised immediate question. Ricky's corpse showed no signs of a struggle or visible injury, yet the circumstances surrounding his death, anything but ordinary. Mystery deepened when investigators found 2 handwritten notes in Ricky's pocket. These notes, filled with an undecipherable jumble of letters and numbers, seemed to be written in a complex code. For seasoned detectives and cryptanalysts, this was both a tantalizing clue and a frustrating puzzle. What could Ricky, a man of limited education, possibly encoded in such a cryptic manner? The notes would become the cornerstone of the investigation, promising answers that remained just out of reach. To understand Ricky's death, investigators first needed to understand Ricky himself. Born to a poor family in St. Louis, Ricky led a transient life marked by odd jobs and minor brushes with the law. He was known to frequent the seedier parts of town and had a history of health issues, including chronic heart and lung problems. Despite his unassuming existence, Ricky's life held layers of complexity, hinted at a world beneath the surface, one where danger and intrigue intertwined. Cornfield, where Ricky was found, seemed an unlikely place for a body to turn up. The area was remote, accessible only by a dirt road, which suggested that whoever left Ricky there knew the location well. The lack of physical evidence at the scene compounded the mystery. There were no footprints, no signs of a struggle, nothing that pointed to how or why Ricky ended up there. Cornfield became a silent witness, holding secrets that refused to be unearthed. St. Charles County Police began their investigation with few leads. Ricky's family and acquaintances were questioned, but no one could provide a clear motive for his death. The cryptic notes found on his body were sent to the FBI's Cryptanalysis and Racketeering Records Unit, yet even the nation's top codebreakers struggled to make sense of them. With each passing day, the case grew colder, and Ricky's death seemed destined to remain an enigma. Ricky's frequent presence in areas known for drug activity led investigators to explore the possibility of a drug-related motive. He was known to have associated with individuals involved in the narcotics trade, and it wasn't far-fetched to think that his death could be tied to a deal gone wrong. However, no concrete evidence linked Ricky to any specific drug transactions, and those who knew him described him as a low-level player rather than a major participant in the drug world. Another avenue of investigation was Ricky's health. He had been hospitalized multiple times due to his chronic conditions and had recently been treated for chest pain. Some theorized that his death might have been natural, his body dumped to avoid legal complications. However, the autopsy revealed no definitive cause of death, leaving more questions than answers. The medical aspect of Ricky's case only added to the labyrinth of possibility. The coded notes remained the most perplexing aspect of the case. Cryptographers and amateur codebreakers alike pored over the sequences, attempting to find patterns or a key to unlock their meaning. Some suggested the codes were a form of shorthand or a personal cipher known only to Ricky. Despite countless hours of analysis, the notes refused to yield their secrets, keeping their place at the heart of the mystery. With the local investigation stalled, the FBI took a more active role in the case. Agents revisited the crime scene, re-interviewed witnesses, and conducted a thorough background check on Ricky. Despite their extensive resources, the federal agents found themselves no closer to solving the case than the local police. Cryptic notes, instead of providing clarity, only served to deepen the mystery. As the investigation dragged on, various theories began to emerge. Some believed Ricky was a courier for a criminal organization, and the notes contained information about his dealings. Others speculated he might have been involved in espionage or a clandestine government operation. More outlandish theories suggested the notes were a message from extraterrestrials or a sign of a hidden treasure. Each theory, while intriguing, lacked concrete evidence. By the early 2000s, the investigation had largely stalled. Leads had dried up, and the coded notes remained an enigma. Ricky's death was officially classified as a cold case, and the file was relegated to the archives. For Ricky's family, the lack of closure was a constant source of pain. The unanswered questions loomed large, casting a shadow over their lives. Despite the official silence, public interest in Ricky's case never waned. Internet sleuths and amateur cryptographers took up the challenge, dedicating forums and websites to solving the mystery. Case became a part of true crime lore, tantalizing puzzle that seemed just within reach of being solved. The cryptic notes, with their promise of hidden meanings, kept the public enthralled and engaged. In 2011, more than a decade after Ricky's death, the FBI made a public appeal for assistance in decoding the notes. This move rekindled interest in the case and brought a fresh wave of speculation and analysis. Although the appeal generated numerous tips and theories, none led to a definitive breakthrough. The notes remained as inscrutable as ever, defying all attempts at decryption. As the years passed, Ricky McCormick's case remained one of the most baffling mysteries in criminal history. Cryptic notes continued to taunt investigators, a testament to the enduring enigma of his death. Each new attempt to crack the code added to the legend. The true meaning of the notes remained elusive. Ricky's life and death, shrouded in mystery, stood as a poignant reminder of the limits of human understanding. Today, the case of Ricky McCormick endures as a symbol of the unsolvable. The cornfield where his body was found, the coded notes, and the countless theories form a narrative that captivates and frustrates in equal measure. For those who seek to understand the world's darkest corners, Ricky's story is a beacon, drawing them into a labyrinth of intrigue and uncertainty. The unanswered questions serve as both a challenge and a warning. Some mysteries are destined to remain unsolved, their secrets forever hidden in the shadows.